not the same. Things are not the same as before. Things are not the same. Things are not the same as before. Levels done changed now. They no feet to hold me again. Now I'm 10 over 10. Levels done changed now. They no feet to hold me again. Cause I'm 10 over 10. Now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can 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 now I'm 10 over 10. She can 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 now I'm 10 over 10. Me, I'm no magician and change my condition, but I turn things around. I might fit that description. I'm a P like the pyramid. I'm not no Egyptian. I'm sick, no prescription can turn this to fiction. When it comes to the girls, that's a whole nother story. Only keep the ones that can cook and clean for me. So when I get that pot full of soup and that rice that I like, I do like the Maggie Cuban spice up your life. Only cause I'm NC, the only MC with an MSC. So don't be surprised when they jealous me. I know levels done change, so they select me. Oh shit, Baba Gordo. We celebrate as if we just hit the lotto. And what you done is a lotto, because levels done change. Levels done change now. They no free to hold me again. Now I'm 10 over 10. Levels done change now. They no free to hold me again, cause I'm 10 over 10. Yes, now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can 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 now I'm 10 over 10. She can 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 now I'm 10 over 10. Now I'm 10 over 10, and the money they extend, and they cannot comprehend how I managed to ascend. And you know I know go send plenty people go pretend as if say they're really friends, but I do not recommend. Cause I know their agenda. Turn the sender, clear from my fender. Need time to render, check my calendar. January, February to December. There's no space, I'm too blown to the BS. YES, PS, Joe, multi-low, Emi won't. Because levels don't gather up gone. They can't form when they disform. I'm still tighter than the weave that their girlfriend fixed on. You know my P, I don't think it'll ever exhaust. She can now yo why. Things are not the same as before. Things are not the same. No. Things are not the same as before. Levels done changed now. They no free to hold me again. Now I'm 10 over 10. Levels done changed now. They no free to hold me again. Cause I'm 10 over 10. Now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can 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 now I'm 10 over 10. She can 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 now I'm 10 over 10.
Yes. You're welcome to the Music Mix Hour show. All the vibes, all the music, all the classic tracks. Today we are throwing it back to some Afrobeat classic. The first music you heard there was by popular rapper, popular Afrobeat superstar Nato C. Track title 10 over 10. 10 over 10. I love that song, man. That was NATO C with 10 over 10. This is a very popular song. I mean, NATO C is one of the superstar legendary artists in Nigeria. Rapper, singer, songwriter, producer. As you heard it, the only MC with an MSC. Oh, that was a classic hook line. Very, very. I love that line. The only MC. Yeah, and to be fair, he was the only MC with an MSC because obviously he's not just a rapper, but he's a rapper who went to school. He's a rapper who's got his first degree and a master's degree. So he's got that bragging right. The only MC with an MSC. NATO C is swagger always on deck. I've had the opportunity to meet him, a couple of times in the UK. been to a couple of his shows. He's a wonderful artist, superstar performer, legendary artist. I love that song. But the first song that brought him on the scene was Kenny Big Deal. Kenny Big Deal. I love that was his first track that brought NATO onto the scene, and NATO is part of the Storm. What's that record label? Storm Records, I think it's called. Yeah, it's part of that particular label. That was the label that actually brought him out. And NATO C is popularly known in the industry. He's known by the likes of Don Jazzy. He's known by the likes of the band Whiskey. He's known Banky. He's known by his peers. Fun fact is, it comes from a very wealthy family, so one can say is silver spoon, is quite privileged. NATO, I believe he was born in America. He was born in America. Obviously a Nigerian. NATO Chukwu. That's his NATO C, NATO Chukwu, but it's shortening it to NATO C. It comes from quite a wealthy background, so one can say it's privileged. But music has always been his gift. Now, funny thing is, he doesn't do music currently. He's doing other things. He's a married man now. He's married. He's got children. And he's doing other things not related to music. Taking on board other ambitions that is not in some shape or form related to music, but hopefully he will come back to music. Like I said earlier, I've had the privilege of meeting him personally, going to his show, meeting him personally as well. So yeah, he's a great guy. He's a completely great guy, super talented. But I love that line, the only MC with an MSC. That was NATO C, track titled 10 over 10. Coming up is Born a Boy, track titled Run My Race. Remember, you are tuned in to the Music Mix Hour, your go-to spot for all the classics, all the tracks, and all the fun facts behind the music. Do not touch that dial.
Enemies will fend won't by me, but one able. You show me kekere won't blame me trade you. My guy, innocent whether you like me or not. If you don't like me, my brother no be by force. Gone are those days with the ready same plus. Some down that plus for myself the job. Waiting this up. When I do see you, they lick lollipop. Now you be from Robocop. But not to the reality must come out. You know follow me around my race. Be like say they don't get crazy. Right now, I don't feel like it. Daddy, come over it. Mommy, come over it. Daddy, come over it. Mommy, come over it. internationally moved. Internationally moved. Who no know me, Oluwabola? Who want the flows? What with me, Mr. Lover Lover? I'm walking bitch in the backseat, you know all that. One fellow clubbing, who they be wanna see all that. Who no follow me run my race? It be like say them done get crazy. See me not they look their face. And right now I don't feel like it. Who no follow me run my race? It be like say them done get crazy. See me not they look their face. And right now I don't feel like it. Daddy, daddy, come over here. Mommy, mommy, come over here. Daddy, daddy, come over here. Mommy, mommy, come over here. Daddy, daddy, come over here. Mommy, mommy, come over here. Daddy, daddy, come over here. Mommy, mommy, come over here.
To the Music Mix Hour show. Non-stop music, all the way, all the vibes, all the fun fact behind the music as well. Let's go. Wow, that was Burna Boy, track titled Run My Race. Run My Race. Like literally, this was the song that launched, well, I believe that launched Burna Boy into the scene. Run My Race. Got the track produced by Mastercraft. Shout out to Mastercraft. That beat is banging. That beat is something else. Like that beat had the whole street on lock, had the whole street on fire. Like everybody was literally like bumping to that beat. That beat was hard. Usually that kind of beat will go to an hip-hop artist, but Burna Boy's swag on that beat made it magical, made it, because if the beat is quite hard. Like if you actually listen to it, it's quite hard. Like you would imagine a rapper, like, you know, on that actual beat, but for Burna Boy to be able to switch it up and put that style on it, that's a completely different swagger. So that was Burna Boy, Run My Race. Like Burna Boy, I mean, if you look at him, and he was originally born in Nigeria, but it kind of like it has affiliations with the United Kingdom, with the UK, with what's going on in the streets in the UK. I mean, what's really going on in the streets. So if you really pay attention to his accent, you will see that it's got this UK, you know, in my community we call it, you know, Jand accent. So Jand basically means those boys who are from England, you know. Jand, you know, he's got that in it accent as well. That's because he was actually brought up in the UK as well. He's lived a considerable amount of time in the UK, you know. So Burna Boy knows how to like mix and match, you know. He knows how to make songs that will appeal to the UK market and make songs that will appeal to the Nigerian market. He's got best of both cultures in him, and he knows how to navigate it quite well, those particular audiences, you know. Shout out to Burna Boy. That was one of my favorite songs, you know. That was the track that introduced moi to Burna Boy, track titled Run My Race. Basically, stay in your lane. That's all the song is trying to say. If you don't get the gist by now, run my race. I'm running my race. I'm not running somebody else's race. I'm staying in my lane, and I'm focusing on my hustle. I'm focusing on my journey. That's essentially what the song is trying to tell you. All right, run your race. All right, run my race. I run my race. You run your race. Okay. Remember, you're tuned in to the Music Mix Hour show. We've got all the vibes. We've got all the hot gist. We've got all the gossips for you, all the fun facts behind the music that you probably didn't know. So we've got it right here on the Music Mix Hour show with yours truly, Kazeem Balogun, and we are broadcasting live from Tag Radio SX. Be sure to connect with us on social media platforms. It's over there for you. We've made it easy for you, so it's right there on Facebook, on Twitter, now called X. Massive shout out to Elon Musk. On Instagram, on YouTube is at Tag Radio 1 at Tag Radio 1. So make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Okay, coming up next is another of my favorite song. Oh, I love this song so much. This is Nice with Congo Aso. See you in a bit. No. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. Welcome to the music. Welcome back to the Music Mix Hour show. That was nice. Track titled Congresso. Wow, this was a banger. Like, this was Nice's first single in the early 2000s, I believe, or 2000 and 2000 and let me try and remember. Bear with me. Let me try and remember. It around that 2016. Around that. No, not 2016. No, I stand to be corrected. Early 2000s. You know, Nice broke up this single. Congresso. That was a wonderful song. And I'm just trying to, wow, that song was a song. Yeah, yeah, early 2000, but to be specific, if my memory has me right, 2008. 2008, that was when that song was released. In the year 2008, that had the whole club, like literally, that had the whole club, people who were doing the nightclub scene back then had the whole club on fire. There's no DJ who wouldn't play Nice Congresso. There's no DJ. Like every top nightclub in London, would play this particular song. This song was like the song raining in every party, every gathering, every barbecue party, house party, what have you. This particular song was just raining. For the benefit of our listeners and viewers who are thinking Congresso, what does that mean? Congresso is basically, it's like a phrase popularly used to warn the enemy of a future revenge. So, for example, if people look at you like you're not gonna make it, you're not going to be worth anything in life, we shall see. Congresso. Basically, that's basically what you're saying. That's your response. Congresso. It's okay, we shall see. Let's see about that. So it's like a phrase popularly used to warn the enemy, especially those who are always negative about maybe your ambition, or you're not gonna make it, or this thing you're not. Many people have tried it, it didn't work. It's not gonna work for you. You're gonna give up. You're not gonna. It's not gonna work for you. Trust me. Trust me when I say it's not gonna work for you. Congresso. So it's a phrase used to warn the enemy of a future revenge, and the best revenge is always success. The best revenge in this life is success. When people leave you and they think that, oh, you're nothing without them, you're gonna need them, you're needy of them, and then they just discard you. That's basically what Nice is trying to tell you. So he probably has faced situations where people have looked at him in that context thinking, look at you. you're not gonna amount to anything. Congresso. And look at Nice today, selling millions of records. One of the popular Nigerian artists. By the way, the song was produced by legendary producer ID Kabasa. You know what's funny is I ran into ID Kabasa here in Grace. I ran into him in Grace actually, because I normally my barber that cuts my hair is in Grace. So I was this is so funny. It's a true story, by the way. True story. I was gonna go get my hair cut, and then I was sitting down and I noticed that they were playing every single song that ID Kabasa had produced. And at the time, right, I didn't basically quickly notice, because it was sitting on my barber chair, and my barber that normally cuts my hair was cutting his hair. And I was sitting just waiting. I was listening to the music they were playing. I was vibing to it because it's like I loved it. And then I looked at the mirror, and in the corner of my eye saw this dude that looked like ID Kabasa. And I was like, wait a minute, ain't that ID Kabasa? Then I looked at my barber, because my barber and I, we know how to communicate with each other with eyes without saying a word. That's how you know I've got a relationship with my barber. Like we know how to communicate with our eyes without saying a word. That's how deep our relationship is. Because I'm a committed person. I don't normally change barbers like that. I stick to one particular that knows how to cut my hair. So that particular person, if I come there, normally I will call my barber first. Look, I'm coming to cut my hair. Are you working? Then I'll go see him particularly, or sometimes he comes to my house to cut my hair. So I don't normally allow just anybody to cut my, to put hands on my head. That's just my personal standard. But I've known my barber for considerable amount of time, so I allow him to cut my hair. So I looked at him and I was like, for our listeners who may not just saw what I've just did, I just made eye contact. So I basically made eye contact with my barber. Like is that, is that really ID Kabasa? Like, is that him sitting there? Is that him, like, you're cutting him? Is that him right there? And it was like, yeah, that's him. Oh, that explains the reason why they were playing all the popular joints, all the popular cuts that was produced by ID Kabasa. I was like, oh, I've met him before, but this was my first time meeting him personally. Like, and I looked at him and I was like, bow. That's how you greet, like, chairman, that's how you greet, in my country, that's how you, like, greet people, like, people who, like, wow, people who have probably done some serious amount of work, like, who are, one of the, who has a presence in the industry in the way ID Kabasa does. So I met him, shaked him, took a picture, I took a picture with him, we vibed a little bit, we talked, and I was like, wow, man, you are an inspiration. Like, I love your production, love all your, I've met him in Nigeria, I've met him when I traveled back home, but meeting him first time in the UK personally in that way, in that context, was completely different. Great guy, by the way, great guy, completely humble, one of the humble producers I've met, music producers I've met. Too humble, man, way too humble. Like, very, very humble dude, very soft spoken. It doesn't talk for long, by the way. He doesn't talk for long. He's very selective of his words, and he's very, very calm and collected. Very, very cool guy. Like, I had a wonderful conversation. I wish I had documented that conversation, actually. I had a wonderful conversation with him about music, Afrobeats, and the future of Afrobeats in Nigeria and the entire Africa, and it's one of them as well. Oh, we've just got a message on here. Oh, shout out, wow, I'm a fan of Nice. I'm a fan of Nice. That I'll probably play another one of Nice, actually. Nice is actually one of my favorite artists as well. Shout out to Councillor Buki Okunade for her wonderful comment. I'm a fan of Nice. I'm a big fan of Nice too. I love Nice to the beats, man. I love Nice to bones. I just love the fact that most of his music is he actually speaks in proverbs as well, just like Kongwaso. He speaks in proverbs as well, and you really have to understand Yoruba to actually to be able to depict the meaning of such. I mean, I had the privilege of growing up with my grandma back in Nigeria, so I don't fully speak Yoruba like that, but I would say that to a certain extent I understand some idiomatic expressions of Yoruba by virtue of growing up with my grandma, because she speaks the deep ones, not the basic ones, not the popular modern Yoruba that my generation actually speak. My grandma speaks the deep ones that you really have to mom, I call my grandma, mom. Right? What does that mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, what does that actually mean? So she basically taught me those. So to a certain extent, I understand the deep proverbatic, if that would actually exist, Yorubas, right? So massive shout out to Nice, wonderful song. Congrats, released in 2008. That song was a banger, a complete banger. Every party, every function I attended were basically playing that song. Still speaking about Nice, here is another popular song that I love about Nice. Oh, I love this song so much. And do you know why I love this song so much? Because he featured one of the legendary Afrobeats, not just Afrobeats actually. I would also say R&B. I would say music in general. This guy originated from Plantation Boys. You all know who I'm talking about already. Legendary Two-Face Idibia. So this is Nice featuring Two-Face Idibia, track titled Street Credibility. Remember, you are tuned in to the Music Mix Hour show, your non-stop spot where we give you all the vibes, all the gossips in the music industry, all the throwback and classic music, the newest, the throwbacks, we give you right here on the Music Mix Hour show. All right, do not touch that dial. This is Street Credibility, nice, featuring the legendary Afrobeat superstar Two-Face Idibia.
That's good. Check. Hey, my name again. It's like it's so wet. Make you go insane.
No. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back. Remember, you are tuned in to the Music Mix Hour show. This is a show where we give you all the vibes, all the entertainment, all the music, the latest music, the throwback music. We give you everything right here on the Music Mix Hour show with your boy Kazeem Balogun. We are broadcasting live from Tag Radio. This is nice, featuring Two-Face Idibia, Street Credibility. Do not touch that dial.
That's good. Check. Hey, my name again. It's like it's so wet. Make you go insane. Hey, I be the chosen one. I remain no para of Niger land. My brain working all day like say I know be my man. The street keep urging me to do more. Once more I come with this brand new one. Born animosity. I be the great one. I'm a boy, sure I'm beyond your beef talk. But you mo con, ere con, ara con, acha con, just like chameleon. All of my shikata love bagado. Ikimu jino sorry, I think you should know. So I beg you, about the meji la, most incredible. Out of Niger, straight from Niger, street credibility we get. Check my fans, my life, no be lie, yeah, no be lie, yeah, no be lie, no be lie, give me one love, as I come here before you, I will talk on my sincere. I don't go use any sugar cover up. Call me a malam, I know you understand. I'm nice, you go to stress and town, they use my brand farm. We always peacefully do it very nicely. Always try to order nobody. It's Two-Face and nice. Guarantee to always nice of your body. I know it sounds like bragging, but it's true that I'm talking. Can't deny God's blessing. Right now we are the zebra crossing. No cars are passing. It's just reality flashing. Oh, Jojo la loma. Inya la bukuma. This one you know be shakara. This one is so you confirm. From Niger, straight from Niger, street credibility, yeah. Check my fans, my life, no be lie, yeah, no be lie, yeah, no be lie, no be lie, categorically I'm the best, mentally, no gainsaying, I'm the cutest, physically, don't doubt me, I go bring them Grammy. Credible, remarkable, unbeatable, palatable, reliable. Yeah. Kudu, I can go to I come kudu. Yeah. I'm made of the streets, why I no go blow. Originality work for me, why I no go show. I shine why they walk go soon to that door. Now me they want to the street I belong. Enemies they must if you want blow. I'm on that tongue by tongue. Back by God, make you reach your tongue. Just free, I'm a plenty fighter. Anyhow we go be, I'm a just walk on your way to the top. You're the most incredible. Out of Niger, straight from Niger. Street credibility, we get them. Check my fans, my life, no be lie. Yeah, no be lie. Yeah, no be lie. Hey, you know be lie, yeah, no be lie, yeah, no be lie. Any mucha fella, no be lie, give me one love better. It's money soon as spender.
Straight from Nigeria.
You are my African queen. I'm a smart
Straight from Nigeria. Out of Nigeria. Out of Nigeria.
What is that I mean? It's better than this is like a What is that I mean? It's better than this is like a
Yeah. We are the most incredible. Out of Nigeria, straight from Nigeria, straight credibility we get. Check out fast, wallahi, areaja, no be lie. I love that song to me. It's the most incredible. Out of Nigeria, straight from Nigeria, street credibility we get. Check my past, wallahi, areaja, no be lie. I love that song, man. That's my favorite nice song. I mean, what an excellent combo. Two-Face, two peas in a pod. Two-Face and Nice. I mean, that track was just, every time I listen to that song, it just reminds me of my profound love for my home country, Nigeria. I love that country so much with a passion. I love that song. So Street Credibility, that was Street Credibility, Nice featuring Two-Face Idibia. Speaking of Nice, guess what? This just came in. This literally just came in. The legend himself, Nice, is back. He's back with an electrifying concert. So for those lovers, those heartthrob fans of Nice, get ready. It's coming back on stage. So after a long break, the iconic artist Nice is returning to the stage and is bringing the heat like never before. So as the event promises to be an unforgettable night filled with classic hits you love, classic hits of Nice, brand new tracks, and of course energetic, heart-pounding performance. All right, so this is the concert of the year that you dare not miss. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So pen it in your calendar and make sure you grab your tickets and get ready for an epic night of music and memories. All right, so here are the details. So it's on the 24th. The concert will be happening on the 24th of November 2024. 24th of November 2024. And it's going to be happening at the Lighthouse Theatre. The Lighthouse Theatre can be located in 262 to 264 Camberwell Road, London, SE50AY. I'll take that one more time. 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London, SE50AY. If you can go on Eventbrite, actually, www.eventbrite.co.uk, and just type in the event, or you can actually call 0740 463 1935. Again, 0740 463 1935. You can contact that number if you want to request further information about this particular concert. Don't wait. Don't make that mistake. Don't wait. Secure your spot now. Be part of the magic as Nice takes over the London music scene once again. Right? I've had opportunity to see him perform. Oh my God. Oh my days. He's an energetic performer. Energy. Anything you want to know about Nice? Energy. I mean, it came with the full live band. There's some artists. There's a difference between artist and artist. There are some artists that perform with a backing track, they've got like a backing track and they're singing along. But this is an artist that actually performs with a live band, a full house live band that performs with that. So make sure you go check Nice out. It's 24th of November 2024. That's the day you don't want to miss. Put that in your diary. The concert is going to be taking place the Lighthouse Theatre, and that's 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5OAY. All right, make sure you can call 0740 463 1935 if you want to get more information about the concert. But if I was you, I would secure my tickets now before it's too late, because trust me, Nice's concert gets packed out quickly, it gets sold out quickly. So don't disappoint yourself by waiting. Act now, get in contact and secure your tickets for the Nice show on the 24th of November 2024. So once that was Nice, track titled Street Credibility featuring Two-Face Idibia. Man, I love that song. I love that song to bits. Street Credibility. Right, remember, you're tuned in to the Music Mix Hour show, your number one go-to spot for all the music, all the throwbacks, all the gossips, all the fun facts behind the music that you probably never knew. The songwriters of the music, the producers of the music. This is also a show where we give them props. We also give them props as well. That track, by the way, was also produced by legendary producer ID. Who else again? ID Kabasha. So we give you all the hot, gossips here, all the behind the scenes, because a lot of people focus on the song, but they don't actually know the fun fact behind the actual song, like who was the song for, who was the song originally written for before being taken over by this particular artist. So we give you all that information on this particular show. So once again, you're tuned in to the Music Mix Hour show, your number one go-to sport for all the buzz, all the entertainment, all the juicy bits, all the fun facts behind the music. Remember, you can to connect with us on social media. It's all there for you. So if you look right behind me on Facebook, on Twitter, now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube, it's at Tag Radio 1. At Tag Radio 1, okay? If you want to make a special request as well, maybe you want to dedicate, it's your anniversary, it's your birthday, or you want to dedicate a song to you know what I'm saying, that person you are, that's what I'm saying. If you want to dedicate a track, you can call the studio lines on 07920026406, or you can call 07920026407, and feel free to make your request. Next music coming up is, I love this song. Oh God have mercy, I love this song. This is The Green with Pom Pom Pom.
I will blow your mind. Yeah. The green. So sick on the beat, sound to beats in the week, baby. You know what it do, you know what it is, but we knew what it was, baby. That green, I'm on a Johnny me, and Jalo be me see. Johnny Moti better sing in KBC. I'm a Ninja, Mulefin, she Pepsi. I'm a Ninja, I'm a Lodi BBC. Tomade Babu, only fed the bad boy. The Batura Boni, Kefun, that's a bad toy. I'm singing Kimala Church, Brother David, Kimamuledi, Zaddy, Niliboni, David Lee. And Jay Rock of Contact where I am rappers. Miche Mugu, Omo me the day pampas. Me DT, back where we pay Moluti. Mumboy, Mako Jalo, BRT. The bar was solid, Boss of Pelumati Bolle. Unified friend, Mickey Share Mole. Holy Fere Mole, Coco Mole, Lole, Mushamo, Ole. I'm to see Mumi Shoko, Shoko Yokoto, where Timo Kola Belly Loco. I'm a Ninja, I'm a Maga, me mugu. I want you go, on for me, should it be wugu. Toma be me, one you boy, show you be Igbo. Show you be, and I'm proud, I be you be Imo. My fin, you want way, I be your mogun. Town guess body me, one you almost do. Me motion rap, head of whip with logo. I'm a soldier boy, you call me Alcogon. Outside for me to judge, they want it Pocota. To back one single, my hip hop, Joe Bata. You about to know, I want to see. Father, tell you, I know what me to move. You're so sick, let me know we're taking over, man. Yeah, and know what it is, we know what it was, baby. Let's go. I want to see in Niger, I mean, one she my jar. To my side, back with Bata Biki Bata jar. I know she belly mission in the yin, or she need it. To battle time, crying about when he live fit. And my leg, it going like my mujo, my ballet. I will blow your mind. Ha 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 ha.
Sorry, we had to bring that back. That was a hard track. We had to bring that back. This is The Grain with Pom Pom Pom.
You know what it do. You know what it is. But we knew what it was, baby. Like green. I'm on a Johnny me, and Jalo be me see. Johnny Moti better sitting KBC. I'm on Ninja, Mule French, Pepsi. I want Ninja, I'm going to the BBC. Tomade Babu, only fed the bad boy. The Batura Bonnie, that's a bad toy. I'm singing Kimala Church, but I David. Kimamu ladies, daddy, nigga, bonnie, David. And Jay Rock, contact where I am rappers. Miche Mugu, or mommy, the day pampas. Me, DT, back where we pay more luti. Mumboy, and Marco Jalo, BRT. The bar was solid, boss of Pelumati Bullet. Mini 5 friend, Mickey Share, Share Mullet. Holy Better Mullet, Coco Mullet, Lole, Mushamok, we will do. I want to get one to me, she they be fuck up. Me she I go to Los Coco, Coco, Iroko. I want to see them mummy shoko. Shoko yokoto weti mo kola belly loco. I'm a ninja, me maga me mugu. I want you go, on for me she they be wugu. Toma be me, one you boy, she you be Igbo. She you be, and I'm proud, I be you be Imo. My fin you want way, I be your mogun. Town guess body me, one you almost do. Me motion rap, head of whip with logo. I'm a soldier boy, you call me Alcogon. Outside for me to judge, they want it Pocota. To back one single, my hip hop, Joe Bata. You about to know, I want to see. Father, tell you, I know what me to move. You're so sick, let me know we're taking over, man. Yeah, I know what it is, we knew what it was, baby. Let's go. I want to see in Niger, I mean, one she my jar. To my side, back with Bata Biki Bata jar. I know she belly mission in the yin, or she need it. To battle time, crying about when he live fit. And my leg, it going like my mujo, my ballet. I'm a free rapping, you quite a union ballet. I will make him fale, I will make him fiale. To Baba Dabby Rock, we are now a jajale. Modi suffering to let me lost be concon. Muti lost the love for ribbon, Pelu concon. Mumu concon, Yamusa, so they go both the love. And you want me to and the rogue nibble love. Everywhere to ban love, me shine on look on. And everywhere to ban love, my friend, my local look. Would I need lot to get till I knew she come. But you not done because they attack one.
Wow, what a song. What a song. That was The Green, the late, great The Green, track titled Pom Pom Pom. That song was released, if my memory serves me right, 2009. I was in uni them times. I was in uni them times. Oh goodness me! I was the is it the social director they call it now? The guy in charge of organizing parties and blah 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 blah. But that was a record. That was a record. That was The Green with Pom Pom Pom. This was the days. This was the era when rapping in Yoruba was a thing. And I don't know any other artist. Well, arguably there were a couple of people before him, but I can't remember those people. All I can remember is The Green. That's because he outshined them. Like his delivery, the flow, the passion, the anger in his voice on that track. Good, and again, that's a hard beat. That is a hard beat. Shout out to So Sick, who is the producer of that track. That is a hardcore hip hop type of beat, and to be able to deliver his verses, his rap in Yoruba so edibly, it caught the beat. If you look at the flow, like the flow pattern, the way it caught every single beat, the syllables, the words. That was hard. That was hard. And again, for the benefit of those who probably listening in or watching live, well, now what does that mean? Well, let it be pom 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 pom. That means I get him out. End of discussion. That's it. I get him out. For this matter, I get him out. For this street, I get him out. So that's basically it's more like a warning shot. Like, don't come for me. Like, don't do that. It's more like a be pom 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 pom. That means I get him out. I can talk, type thing. But yeah, that was a hard track. That song was released in 2009, and that song had the whole nightclub scene. Literally, like, I mean, if you were going to nightclubs like Coco Bar, or you were going to Penthouse in Leicester Square. I mean, Penthouse then, they only played R&B, like some floors, because obviously Penthouse is about what, 6 floors, I think. So each floor had its own genre of music they were playing then. So they never used to play like Afrobeats and stuff. So it was later like this. They had a particular floor that they were only playing Afrobeats on a particular day. So that song was like, there's no way, there was no, come on, and there's absolutely no way you were around in that era that you didn't hear The Green, Pom Pom Pom. Now here's a fun fact. I was supposed to bring The Green to a concert at my uni at the time. So there was a popular entertainment company, or how'd you put it now? Well, before it became, I mean, let me introduce this legend, because I worked with him. So basically, there was the legend. I'm talking about the legendary Smade. So I was working with an entertainment company at the time called Smade. Shout out to Smade. Shout out to Big Brother Junior Adeosun. Who gave me my first opportunity when it comes to promoting events, circular events, in the Afrobeats and what have you. Shout out to Fat Bayo, shout out to Bad Guy Toba, shout out to Larry Mike as well. But most importantly, a massive shout out goes to Junior Adeosun, because he gave me my first ever opportunity. I was in Dublin at the time, and we hooked up on Facebook. And then I came to London. That was when I was firstly introduced to Falz, the Bad Guy, before Falz became a thing now. Falz is actually coming to London. I think it's already in London, actually. He's got a show going on that I'm supposed to actually attend. Hopefully I haven't missed it. So the introduction to Falz, if you look in my Instagram pictures, my previous handle, like way back, you will see me on Falz actually had a picture. There was a particular show, Smade variety show. So I was organizing that particular show for Smade on my arrival from Dublin. So since then, I've been working with Smade, doing Afrobeat concerts. Like, for example, we brought P Square to Troxy. We did the HMV Apollo Hammersmith, where we had the whole, before they became Maven, we had the whole Mo Hits. The first concert we did with Mo Hits was in 2004, I think. We had them in what's that? Oh goodness me, O2. The not the actual O2, the Apollo. Sorry, Indigo 2. Indigo 2, that was about 4,000 capacity. The main O2 arena, which Whiskey tore to shreds, is about 20k capacity. So at the time, obviously, we were doing about 4,000 capacity. We did with Mo Hits, and then later on we did Mo Hits at the HMV Apollo Hammersmith, where Kanye West came out and put the chain on the band, and good music. Them times. So I was introduced into promoting mainly with nightclubs. So I started with nightclubs, promoting Cocoa Bar, and then obviously promoting Friday nights for Smade at the time, and then I got introduced to that's how. So basically, there was a concert back in 2009 or 2010, thereabouts. I can't particularly remember now. So I was in uni. Shout out to University of Hull. I had created my own society, Hull University Nigerian Student Society. Whoop 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 whoop. We in the house. So with help from my other colleagues at the time, we had created this wonderful society that actually just took over the entire other societies at the University of Hull. So because I had the connection with Smade and other, like, shout to Mr. Rocco Akin. Rocco is one of the dons when it comes to bringing artists. Rocco is part of Burna Boy's discovery. So I worked with him as well. But so Smade had the hookup. There was a lineup of artists that they just got their visas and what have you. They got their visas. So the thing was, they were coming to the UK. So it was easy. Like, I didn't have to do the whole groundwork of going to the embassy in Nigeria, the UK embassy in Nigeria, going for the visa. All of that was already done. So all they needed to do was to come from London straight into Hull to come and perform at my show that I was doing at the time, where I was promoting at the time. And then I think 2 weeks to the show, we got the devastating news that the Green got involved in a car accident and poof, he's gone. Oh, and that particular show was hyped up because the Green was supposed to show up. And then unfortunately, we got the news of his sad passing due to a car accident. My heart dropped. Not because of the money that I lost, first and foremost, but because he's a human being. He's a human being. Just started his it was probably in his late 20s. Just started his career. Had the #1 smash record. Like waving the flag, putting Yoruba on the map in terms of rap. And then it just disappeared just like that. That was painful. That was extremely painful for the business, painful for as a human being, painful in all facets. All facets, it was painful. So a massive RIP to the Green, gone too soon. That's all I can say. Gone way too soon. Gone way too soon. Massive, massive shout out to the Green. That song, Pom Pom Pom, will forever be in my every time I go to the gym. That's my actual, when I'm on the treadmill, that's the music I've got on in my ears. Well, let it be, pom 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 pom. And that song it's just hype, mad hype. So a massive shout out to the Green, late great legendary the Green, track titled Pom Pom Pom, and that song again was released in 2009. Right, we're coming up to crunch time. Right, crunch time. Remember, you're tuned in to the Music Mix Hour. This is a show where we give you all the vibes, all the throwbacks, all the gist behind the music, all the gossips, all the other stuff that you probably are not aware of. You get it right here on the Music Mix Hour show with your boy Kazeem Balogun, and we are broadcasting live from Tag Radio SX. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms. Endeavor to connect with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's all there for you. It's right there. Just look right behind me on Facebook, on Twitter now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube. It's at Tag Radio 1. So somebody just dropped me a comment. You've done a lot. I know, right? I've done a whole. That's when I used to be in. But obviously my trajectory is different now, all right? So I don't particularly do that anymore. But, in my younger days, in my early 20s, I had a whole club on Smash. I had the whole club on Smash, I used to be an A&R back in the day. For those of you that may not know what A&R is artist and repertoire. I've worked with Universal Music as an intern. That's where I did my initial internship. That's my exposure to the music and music business. And obviously, Afrobeats I particularly was more caring about Afrobeats. I wanted to put Afrobeat on the map. So I think I've done my fair contribution working with the names I've just actually mentioned. The only thing I haven't done, that I've never been a part of, is Afro Nation. I know Smade is waving the flag, and I've never been involved in Afro Nation. Well, I can't now, unfortunately, but I wish he was doing that in my early 20s. I could have added that to my repertoire. But yeah, I've pretty much done a lot in the UK, done a lot in Nigeria, where I'm originally from as well, done a lot of, when it comes to parties, in Bar Beach, O'Neill Beach, and stuff like that. I've done quite a lot of, events in my time, in my short space of time while I was still in the industry. But I have to give a massive shout out to Universal Music. That's where it all started for me. As an intern, as a flyer boy, I would literally go around, posting up flyers. Or I would literally go around hanging up flyers and what have you, just trying to promote an event, trying to promote an open mic and what have you. So shout out, and also a massive shout out to College Arts. That's where I did my commercial music program. The commercial music program that kind of exposed me into commercial music, publishing, music business, and all sorts. The contacts are still there. I just don't use them anymore because I'm no longer part of that industry, unfortunately. I'm now in radio, okay? So let's keep it focused to radio. But here is my closeout track. This is one of my favorite songs. I played a song of Ease at the start, 10 over 10. And I'm going to close out with another song of Ease. This is NATO C, Kenny Big Deal. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? That's basically what he's trying to say in that record, by the way. I know, as I said earlier, I met NATO in the UK back in Hull because I brought him over to one of my events back in Hull City. So NATO, again, the only MC with an MSc. I love the guy. I love NATO Super C. I wish he was still doing music, but he's a married man now. He's got kids. He's doing other things that is not necessarily in line with music. He's focusing on his other ambitions. But he went to Dundee Uni, where he did his MSc. And as I said earlier, NATO Chukwu, short into NATO C, comes from a very wealthy political background. All right, wealthy political background. And the fun fact is, this guy happens to know some of my friends. So we're not directly like friends. I got to know of NATO through some of my close acquaintances and friends that happens to know him and his family. So that's how I got to know NATO C, and I listened to his music and I like what I heard, and I invited him over to Hall, to come and do a show for me at the time. And he came through. Very humble guy, though. Contrary to what people say, a lot of people say he's arrogant, he's cocky. I must warn you, he's got a hell of a swag. He's got a heck of a swag. But contrary to your opinions about him, I would defend him by saying he's not cocky, he's not arrogant, he's just a confident chap who is confident in his actual abilities, has a heck of a swag. And to me, in my personal opinion, he's a very humble lad. And here is a song as our closeout song, track titled Kenny Big Deal. This is Nato Chuku, aka Nato C. You've been tuning in, or you have tuned in to the Music Mix Hour show, your number one spot or your go-to spot for all things music, entertainment, the fun facts behind the music, the stuff that you didn't know about. Right, this is the where we draw the curtains on today's show. Until next time, where we'll be bringing you a brand new episode of the Music Mix Hour show. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms, on Twitter, now called X, shout out to Elon Musk, on Facebook, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube. It's at Tag Radio 1. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, okay? And also endeavor to download our radio app. So if you are using the Android product, feel free to go to your Play Store or your Google Store and just type in tag tag radio, and just download our radio app. Or if you're using the Apple product, feel free to go to your App Store and type in Tag Radio and just download our online radio app, and you can listen to our content 24/7 wherever you are in the world. On YouTube, right, one more thing, on YouTube, endeavor to follow. Make sure you click the subscription button. Click the subscription button so you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also click the notification button so that way you are automatically notified whenever we release new content. A massive shout out to my team, Tag Radio. A massive shout out to our director, Councillor Buki Okunade, who has been commenting all the way. A massive shout out, and a shout out to our management team, Dr. Pastor Bengalawao and Mr. DJ Diaga. Massive shout out to my presenter colleagues. Massive shout out to Pastor Hei and Mike Daray. And a massive shout out to the guy you don't see in front on the screen, because he's always behind the screen, making guys like me look good in front of the screen. Massive shout out to my boy Ayo, who does all things tech. And a massive shout out, they would literally put their hands on me if I don't do this. A massive shout out to our young people, the White Youth Social Action, our young people presenters. Like, I should be retiring by now, actually, because these guys are already taking over. Massive shout out to all of them who are doing an impeccable job. And most importantly, a massive shout out to you, our dedicated listeners and viewers who tune in week and week out to the Music Mix Hour show, your go-to spot for all things music, throwbacks, classics, latest music, all the gossips, all the vibes, and all the fun facts behind the music. Thank you for tuning in. And here is our close-out track by another legendary, well, I would say, in my personal opinion, by the way, I consider him a legend, superstar legend in the Afrobeat industry. This is Nato C with Kenny Big Deal. See you next week on the Music Mix Hour show. Have yourselves a pleasant and a wonderful weekend. It's bye for now.
Yes, boss. Serious music, world famous. We on fire, thick and fire, extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire, extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire, extinguish me. Yes, boss, we on fire, thick and fire, extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire, extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire, extinguish me.
One light to light, give me lighter. Chevy, we on fire. Big deal, Kenny Big Deal, Kenny Big Deal, Kenny Big Deal, Kenny. White light to light, give me lighter. Chevy, we on fire. Kenny Big Deal, 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 Kenny Big Deal. I'm a
chill. You know lip seal, cause of how things feel. They can't hold me, they can't fold me. They don't know me, not even an OZ. I need big money, I like clean money. You spend green money, I spend it like D money. They don't know better, tell me you flow better. You a slow fella, and I'm a go-getter. This is too messy, check out my new Bessie. You can wind down well, but are you ready? Doing Yahoo's it's like a movie. When I feel groovy, the game come out loosely. You might lose me when I cruise, babe. After I'm a new babe, tell me what do you say? Looking pretty in my brand new fitty. One more thing, this is last giddy. Like to like, give me like top. Chevy, Chevy, we on fire. Kitty big deal, kitty big deal, kitty big deal, kitty big deal, kitty white lie. Like to like, give me like top. Chevy, Chevy, we on fire. Kitty big deal, 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 kitty big deal. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Kitty big deal, kitty big deal. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. We're on fire. We're on fire. Kilo Day, my darling. I've been gone for so long, you starving. I suggest you hold on, cause we starting. Ain't no need to give me steez or stalling, darling. Pause, I know you'd rather me be yours. Jade of view, you can recognize the flaws. For favorite view, you in lacy drawers. Favorite view, you know you bought it for. You know you don't accept, you know you don't collect. I know you're not like the other girls I met. Other girls are next, other girls are ex. You made me lose count of the other girls I left. Messy, the P looks heavy on you. Hair to the nails to the shoes, messy. NATO C, don't rake my roll. I send a text to your phone when I'm ready to blow. Like to like, give me like top. Chevy, Chevy, we on fire. Kitty big deal, kitty big deal, kitty big deal, kitty big deal, kitty white lie. Like to like, give me like top. Chevy, Chevy, we on fire. Kitty big deal, 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 kitty big deal. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Kitty big deal, kitty big deal. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. We're on fire. We're on fire. We on fire. We on fire. Thick and fire. Extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire. Extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire. Extinguish me. Yes, boss. We on fire. We on fire. Thick and fire. Extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire. Extinguish me. Yes, thick and fire. Extinguish me. What lie? Like to lie. Give me like top. Chevy, Chevy. We on fire. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty white lie. Like to lie. Give me like top. Chevy, Chevy. We on fire. Kitty big deal. 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 Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. We're on fire. We're on fire. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty white lie. Like to lie. Give me like top. Chevy, Chevy, we on fire. Kitty big deal. 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 Chevy, Chevy, we're on fire. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty white lie. Like to lie. Give me like top. Chevy, Chevy, we on fire. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal. Kitty big deal.
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurrock's BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.